Muffin vs. Jeff, Chaos. So last weekend, my cousin Jeff came over with a bag of chess pieces, a board, and his usual air of unwarranted confidence. He claimed he'd read an article about animal intelligence and was convinced our dog, Muffin, a beagle with a passion for eating socks, was on the verge of outsmarting us all. If pigeons can play tic-tac-toe, Muffin can learn chess, he declared, setting up the board in the living room. My parents were skeptical, but mostly just grateful Muffin wasn't currently chewing on the TV remote. The first lesson went about as well as you'd expect. Muffin sat on the white king, drooled on a bishop, and attempted to bury a knight under the rug. Jeff took this as a sign of creative opening strategy. By the end of the afternoon, Muffin had learned that knocking a pawn off the board earned her an immediate treat, so her favorite move rapidly became a full-scale Godzilla rampage straight across the 8th rank. Jeff, undeterred, spent the next few days trying to teach her about castling and en passant, which Muffin interpreted as flip the board, demand more snacks. Things escalated when we caught Muffin staring intently at the board, tail wagging, waiting for someone to make a move so she could launch her signature paw of doom. Soon, she refused to eat her kibble unless it was served in a chess pattern, and she started bringing us chess pieces in the middle of the night, dropping them on our faces until we played. Jeff was convinced she was showing real promise, but the rest of us were starting to suspect she was just really into the treat system. It all came to a head last night when Muffin faced off against Jeff in a tense championship match. Jeff went all out, narrating his moves like a grandmaster, but Muffin just waited until he said checkmate, then swept all the pieces onto the floor, sat proudly in the middle of the chaos, and barked until she got her treat. At this rate, I think our dogs learned the most important chess lesson of all: when it comes to snacks, always go for the paw-n.